According to Shams, for the first time, the Grizzlies are entertaining offers to potentially move on from two-time All-Star Ja Morant ahead of February 1st NBA trade deadline. He's averaging 19 points a game and 7.6 assists. This is worst numbers wise since his rookie season. What do you think about Ja Morant? And what do you think is a good fit for him going forward?
He's got to get out of Memphis for sure. I seen they were talking about trading. I seen they were talking about trading Jaren Jackson Jr. too.
Really?
Like a complete blow up, which would be kind of crazy. But I don't know because they just paid Jackson too.
They did. So he has a huge contract.
That'd be kind of hard to find someone to like try to match it. But maybe a contender would want him.
He would have more value than Morant at this point. Morant just has a lot of off the court issues like that you had to deal with, and he's like when we talked about Trae Young the other day, like defensive liabilities. Like he's a small guard. He's not the best defender. He has off the court issues. Trae Young doesn't even have the off the court issues. So Ja Morant has the off the court issues. Small guard and can't play defense. His value isn't going to be as high as a Jaren Jackson because Jaren Jackson is one of the best defenders in the league. He can rebound. He can score.
And even then, I know Jaren Jackson, like his block numbers are a little bit lower than like when he was like really popping off, but he's still like I'd still say he's an all NBA caliber defender. So that's kind of whatever. There's a few options really. There's a few that I was thinking of.
I want to see him go to Minnesota or Milwaukee. I know a lot of people said the Heat, but I mean, what would the Heat give up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't really know. But Milwaukee, right?
I feel like that really wouldn't let Ja Morant focus in Miami.
Yeah, I was about to say Milwaukee's like the perfect place for him to lock in because everyone I've heard Jeff Teague talk about so many times about how they need shit to do in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's gonna be with Giannis, and Giannis gonna keep him in check. The only thing is, I feel like they probably have to give up like Ryan Rollins, who's probably
I have seen that Ryan Rollins would have to be involved. Yeah, he would have to be involved.
But I mean, I don't know. You lose his 3-point threat and his playmaking, but Ja's still a good playmaker, or like relatively, and he's an offensive weapon for sure. Pairing that with Giannis on the fast breaks, I feel like you couldn't stop Milwaukee at that point. They'd be one of the tougher ones.
In the open court. I want to see him go to Minnesota. Like I say, if Ja Morant and Anthony Edwards pair up.
No, that would be crazy too.
Julius Randle somehow.
I mean, who would they trade? I'm trying to think. Like Rob Dillingham, because he's an undersized guard that they're trying to like lean on a little bit. But Ja Morant's definitely more proven, and his game's more dynamic.
They would probably have to include Dante DiVincenzo or Jaden McDaniels. Maybe
Jaden McDaniels for Ja though.
See, like the Timberwolves have a lot of pieces. They got Nasri, Jaden McDaniels. They have Mike Conley. It's a lot they can move unless they do a lot of picks.
Yeah, because look, I'm an LSU fan. I like Nas Reed. I like his game, and I know Minnesota loves him. But like, so it's like I don't even know if they really want to trade him. But I feel like that would be a good.
I think he got paid last offseason.
Yeah, he got paid too. But I don't know him and Julius Randle on the court at the same time. I don't know if you've ever like really like sat and watched.
But they start both of them.
I mean, if like Rudy was hurt, maybe, but usually like they'll have minutes together. And I want to say their minutes together. I'm pretty sure their minutes together is the worst plus minus of like any pair of teammates on their team. Because they just like, I don't know how to put it. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's easy to like point out when you're watching. It's just like they're kind of slow defensively. Both of them are. So you can just kind of like attack them, especially as a guard. And then you have to force people to move, and then you can just kick it out and then boom threes. Not to say that they're like bad defenders, but I wouldn't call them like a good pairing.
If you're the Grizzlies, who would you want from the Timberwolves?
I mean,
because you wouldn't want Rudy Gobert with Jaren Jackson unless you're tearing it all down. You wouldn't.
There's no reality where Rudy gets traded, though.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Because he has a big contract. He has a huge contract actually,
and he's like an All NBA defender. Like he's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every year. He's probably the best interior defender in the league.
I think Wemby is.
Wemby, yeah. In theory, Wemby is. I agree. And practice too, and in practice. But he's never gonna win Depot because he's gonna be hurt too much or something like that. So yeah, Rudy's probably second. But still, like that, I'd say it's like them two on like their own tier. Like I can't think of any interior defender that's like as good as both of those. So it's
Would you give up Julius Randle for Ja Morant swap?
That's way too much.
How about Jaden McDaniels and Rob Dillingham?
I feel like Jaden has to stay. I feel like he's too good. Not that I think that he's better than Ja Morant, but he's a 6'9" who can handle it like a guard. He can shoot. He can drive. He can play defense. Like I feel like you want that, especially if Minnesota thinks like this is the team that's going to take them all the way. John, Ant, 1 and 2. You definitely need to have a Jaden McDaniels with you.
So you think Rob Dillingham and like a Dante DiVincenzo would be enough, and with some picks?
See, I don't think that would be enough. I
feel like
you'd have to put like a Nas Reed in there at that point, like those two plus Nas, and then maybe like picks or pick swaps or something.
I guess it really depends on the market, what other teams are offering. Because if you somehow have Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards, Julius Randle, and Gobert,
and then McDaniels at the 3, like that's crazy.
Ja Morant the 1, Anthony Edwards at the 2, McDaniels at the 3, Randle at the 4, and Gobert at the 5. I'm telling you, if that lineup hits the playoffs, watch out in the 7-game series.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
Just watch out.
Like I'd be scared, genuinely. Man,
I don't know how realistic that is, though. But
yeah, I don't know either. That's my thing. But I mean,
that'd be a lot of money tied into that starting 5.
There was a couple that I was thinking of that I think would be funny options, although I don't know if I really agree with them. Ja to the Pelicans, I think would be kind of funny. I think that would low-key be worse for him than being in Memphis.
I feel like that'd be a horrible that's such a move New Orleans would make too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like imagine like they trade like Jordan Poole or DeJounte Murray and then like I don't know, Sadiq Bey or something to like match a contract, which would kind of be bad because I really like Sadiq Bey. But Jordan Poole kind of just be I like Jordan Poole too. He's one of my favorite players in the league, but I don't know if he really fits New Orleans timeline. And DeJounte Murray, he hasn't played in like a year. And now that Jeremiah Fears is like getting a lot of touches, DeJounte's gonna mess with that, and I don't think he fits anymore. I think
they have Trey Murphy too and Kevon Looney. Like I don't know what the Pelicans are doing, honestly.
I don't either. I seen something. I thought it was kind of funny. I saw like a Ja for Zion straight up.
I feel like if you get Ja, it's to pair him with Zion.
Right. But it's
And you would have to move a Herb Jones and a Jordan Poole or Jose Alvarado.
I just don't like the idea of Ja taking Jeremiah Fears' touches because I really believe in him. I think he's a very good player, and I think he's going to be really good. So I want to
DeJounte Murray still hurt?
DeJounte Murray, yeah, he hasn't played in like a year.
His injury was bad, but it feels like he hasn't played in forever.
I thought he was coming back this month, and he still may be, but I don't know. And even when he comes back, like, how is that going to work? What is that rotation going to look like?
They had a random mix of players on their team. I think they even have DeAndre Jordan on there. Like they
he don't touch the floor, but like he's there.
Yeah, they have the randomest locker room, and like you draft Derek Queen, Jeremiah Fevers, and then you got Kevon Looney over there in the corner. Like they just got the randomest mix of guys. It feels like.
Hey man, shout out Micah Peavy, but he's like DeJounte Murray's gonna have to take his minutes or something. Cause I don't know. That or like the Rockets. I've seen people say the Rockets a lot, and I kind of like it.
For Ja Morant?
Yeah. But then
I'm like thinking their head coach could get him in check. Even though
me too.
I think he could get Ja Morant in check. Like he could relate to him somehow, get to him.
And I could trust Ja Morant.
Not respect Memphis organization or the head coach.
Yeah. Especially like Like I feel like late game scenarios, I could trust Ja. I could trust Ja on the court. I feel like he'd make the right passes. I feel like he'd not hold on to the ball as much. Maybe he would here and there, but I feel like he'd take like smart shots and stuff. Not to say that I don't think anyone on Houston would that isn't like KD or Şengün.
I feel as if the Rockets, if they don't make a move for a point guard, they won't win a championship.
I mean, at that point, do you think Fred VanVleet gonna come back at the end of the year? Because his progress is pretty good.
ACL, didn't he?
Yeah, but there's a chance that
he can come back by the playoffs. If he can come back, they don't need to. But I don't think he's gonna come back.
Every update that I see makes it sound like he's trying.
Or come back and be 75%
and be what he needs. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, he has KD right there. KD went through something similar, and then he came back and had his most complete season ever. So it's like,
yeah,
you got somebody there that can be a point of reference. And I mean, he's been around the league long enough to where he knows enough people to where he can get more than one point of reference. So surely, like, his development's a little bit better. And the Rockets have a really good medical staff. So it's like,
why don't they sign Chris Paul?
Roster spots, I guess. They have I'm trying to think who are their guards right now. Because even if Chris Paul plays, it's not like he'd be playing like 30 minutes a game.
Like 15 to 10?
Yeah, like something like that. And then at that point it's like, I mean, I guess he'd be good to like help, like be like a coach on the bench. Yeah, he's like a good locker room presence probably for that team. Because you see the teams that he goes to, his locker room presence is like appreciated and built upon and like works out, like Oklahoma City, San Antonio. The only one that didn't was the Clippers, just because a bunch of old people and
they didn't like being bossed around. You got Kawhi, Harden, Zubac.
And Houston's young enough to where they could respect him, especially like having someone like KD there too. I feel like that would help amplify it. But at the same time, they got, I'm trying to think, because I'd rather have Chris Paul over like a JD Davison, but JD Davison's 23 years old.
He doesn't even get in.
Yeah, he doesn't get in like that, but he is a good player in the G League. Like, he's too good for the G League, so you can't just like send him down.
He dominated when he was in the G League too.
Yeah, like I feel like I see the potential with him, so it's like you don't want to cut him just for Chris Paul to be here for a year, and then our team is going to pick him up. Like if JD Davison like leaves,
and
then it's like who do you like? How do you make a roster spot for Chris? I can't really think, but I don't know.
I know Aaron Holiday's on there.
Yeah, it's like you don't cut Aaron Holiday for Chris Paul. And maybe you trade Aaron Holiday if Ja Morant is like a genuine option you're considering. Because who else would you trade?
It really depends how all in are the Rockets on this season. I
feel like they have to be.
Are they trying to build to go all in for next year, to build chemistry for this year? Build this year, go all in next year?
I feel like no. Because there's no way they can. And that's why they signed Kevin Durant. Like, Kevin Durant's only on this team because this is like now. This is when you buy in.
But then Fred VanVleet wasn't healthy then, though.
No, he was, and then he got hurt.
Yeah, I mean, like he was healthy, like when they made the trade. So like maybe they were thinking then they were all in, but then he got hurt, so they're like, okay.
But now you already went all in.
Yeah,
you can't back out now. Like all your chips are already on the table.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like if they had VanVleet, they're a championship contender. I still think they're a contender. I just don't know how serious they are without a true point guard.
And I mean, they could trade VanVleet for Ja, probably like him, like Dorian Finney.
They could,
and like Clint Capella maybe, and then get like Jock Landale back because he can help. Jock Landale, he was on the team last year. He didn't get that many minutes, but he's been doing pretty good for Memphis. He helped stretch the floor. He's shooting a pretty good 3-point. I feel like the only thing that maybe hurt is the offensive rebound rates, and the Rockets like build themselves around that. But at the same time, as long as Şengün and Adams are okay, Min Thompson's okay, Jabari Smith's okay, Tari Eason, he gets his offensive rebounds when he needs to. So I don't think that hurt too much. Shoot, if anything, Ja Morant can help out with that. He's got the vert. He can get up there. Put back Yams. Literally, like anything. Because it's not like he's going to be shooting threes like that. Hopefully not.
No.
I mean, they kind of need him to. And that's kind of why I don't think it's a good fit. Because Ja Morant's not the craziest 3-point shooter. And if they're going to add anything, that would probably be the number one thing. And it's going to take away if Ja's on the team. So it's like